If you are watching this video, I need you to know that this kind of cathedral veil requires a lot of edge or trimmings, whatever it is you are attaching to the edge of the veil. It requires a lot of it. Now, for this cathedral veil, I used 3 yards and I made a tutorial on how I was able to cut this veil. I uploaded the tutorial already. It's the previous video before this one. If you've not seen that tutorial and you need to see it, just check it out. The link to it is currently showing up and it will also be down in the description box. The main reason I'm uploading this particular video is because what I'm doing in this video is very, very easy. Like literally everybody that knows how to use a sewing machine, whether manual or industrial sewing machine, can do what I'm doing in this video. I did not want to even upload this video because I was thinking that what was there is just to sew trimmings at the edge of a cathedral veil. But I also need to make this voiceover because it happened to me. When the owner of this veil reached out to me regarding this veil, although I told her to buy 10 yards of this trimmings, and like I said earlier, I used just 3 yards of tulle of net that comes in 120 inches for this veil. Like this is the smallest size a cathedral veil can be, except you don't want it to be a cathedral veil that will touch the ground. Except you don't want it to be like that. That's when you can use quantity of net that is smaller than this. As in, this is the smallest a cathedral veil can be. 3 yards of net that comes in 120 inches. And I'm using more than 10 yards of these trimmings. Now imagine that you're using 5 yards or 6 yards or more than of 120 inches net for your cathedral veil. I just need you to know that if you want to make this cathedral veil, you need a lot of trimmings. I told the person to get 10 yards of trimmings, of which she got one pack of this. I hope you saw the pack at the initial stage, like the first clip of this video. So she bought one pack of these trimmings, and at the market it is written on the pack that it contains 10 yards. I was thinking that it would be perfect for me till I started sewing these trimmings round the edge of my cathedral veil, and at a point I realized that it was not even enough. Like I had to detach it and glue it to the cathedral veil one by one. Of course, after I reached out to the bride and made her understand that the trimmings, that's the edge, was not enough. Now, when I was done attaching, like stitching, gumming the edge the way I could, I realized that I was supposed to have measured the edge round first, and after measuring, I realized that it was like 7 inches away from 11 yards. Like 7 inches away from 11 yards. And like I said earlier, this is just 3 yards of this net that comes in 120 inches. Now imagine that you want an extremely long and flowing cathedral veil that requires you to use like 5 yards or 6 yards, or it could even be more. You need to get ready for the quantity of trimmings you will be using. You need to get ready because no matter how small a cathedral veil is, it's not something that you'll be using 5 yards or 6 yards of trimmings. And like I said, this size that I'm making in this video is the smallest a cathedral veil can be, except you don't want it to, you just want it to be an ordinary bridal veil, not the one that will be flowing at the back of the bride. But this is the smallest a cathedral veil can be, and the measurement is 3 yards of net that comes in 120 inches. Just like I said before, I made a tutorial on how I was able to cut this cathedral veil, and I've uploaded it in my previous video. The link to it will be down in the description box. Now, going back to the title of this video, which says how to sew trimmings or edge to the edge of a cathedral veil, because I don't even know how I'll title this video yet, but let's assume that that's the title. It's not something hard at all. Like I said, anybody that can use a sewing machine, whether manual or industrial, can do it. And in some cases, you might not even need to stitch it. It might just be that you need a gum, like a fabric gum, to gum your applique or trimmings or whatever it is you are using at the edge of your veil to your veil. Like, look at me here. I just realized here that it's as if these trimmings will not be enough. Like I was checking out the length remaining, and I was checking out the length of the fabric remaining, like the length on the net that is remaining, and I realized that no, 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 I have to improvise. That was when I had to call the bride to tell her what I wanted to do, and then she gave me a go ahead. Now imagine that you have a client that, I would not want to say problematic, but imagine you have a client that would not understand, that won't take it as simple as that, because we bought this three mix at Idumota Market. Like the bride bought this three mix at Idumota Market, and it was already like a week to the wedding, the day I was making this veil. So there was no how I would be chance to go back to Idumota, or even the bride would be chance to go back to that Idumota market to get more trimmings. So imagine that you have someone that you cannot, that would not appreciate you improvising. That's why you have to be sure of the quantity you need for the veil from the onset, so that you won't end up being stranded along the line. My name is Oluwatosin. In case this is the first time you're seeing my video, and you're welcome. To all my return subscribers, you're also welcome. And in case this is your first time here, do not forget to subscribe, and don't just subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified the next time I upload a new tutorial on this channel. Because on this channel I upload sewing tutorials on daily basis, I upload long form sewing tutorials, I upload short form sewing tutorials on daily basis. You can check out my channel for more exciting and educating sewing tutorials, even better than this particular one that you are watching. So going back to how to do this, like I said, is very simple. You just have to stitch it on top of the edge of your cathedral veil, or you just have to get a fabric gum and then you gum it to the edge of your cathedral veils. Look at me clapping my hand. I was saying in my mind that I don't know what to do. Oh, don't know what to do, but I had to just call her, and thank God she was somebody that understood what I tried to explain. It was not as if this veil didn't come out well. The veil came out very, very well. In fact, despite that, it's kind of taking two patterns. Because on one side, I used the trimmings like this, and on the other side, I detached it like I said. And luckily for me, that side where I detached happened to be the down, like the lower part of the veil. It was just a coincidence. I didn't plan it. Like it was just this is the outcome of the back. It was just a coincidence that that part falls on the back, and this is the outcome of the veil. All of it. You can see the front, you can see the back. It blends eventually, and it came out very, very beautiful. So this is what this video is all about, is how to make this veil, what you should watch out for if you have to make this veil, the things you should put into consideration before making this veil. And I have a detailed video on how I was able to make this veil in my previous video. I also made this wedding dress, and this wedding dress has an inner that is detachable. I made detailed tutorial of all of this, and I've uploaded the tutorial on the essential materials you need to be able to cut and sew a wedding dress like this, or that is similar to this. The link to that video is also down in the description box, or you can just click on this box on the right side of your screen. It takes you directly to the tutorial of the essential materials you need to sew this wedding dress, or click on the box on the right side. It takes you directly to how to make the veil. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.